Alright, we are about to head out of Nashville. Going to meet a friend at a coffee shop down in Franklin. So I figured we'd record this first segment before we get into just boring interstate drive. So leave it in hurry mode for now. And we are engaged. See if we can find its way out of this parking lot.
In 500 feet, turn left onto Rudy Circle. Now turn left onto Rudy Circle.
Everybody's quiet and yawning.
In 500 feet, turn right onto Music Valley Drive. Now turn right onto Music Valley Drive.
Just low coffee place has food.
It's called Just Love Coffee Cafe.
Now turn left onto McGavick Pike.
I would think they'd have some. Why are you thinking like a snack or like go ahead and eat?
Well, I'm thinking it's gonna live a long. That's what I'm thinking.
So are you thinking we should get a snack or are you thinking we should go ahead and eat? Cause I normally eat at 11, but y'all normally eat at like 1 or something.
It's breakfast. They have a breakfast sandwich, a breakfast burrito, a breakfast taco, breakfast platter, waffle, a omelet.
I kind of want a breakfast taco.
A omelet?
In 500 feet, take the Tennessee 155
That's
south ramp on the right
like a
toward
waffle
Interstate
omelet?
40.
Yeah. Egg, sausage, cheese, the onions, pepper.
Now take the Tennessee 155 south ramp on the right.
Says so busy. Breakfast sandwich, breakfast burrito, built to their lunch options. A BLT, a chicken sandwich, a chicken wrap, grilled cheese, a Diet Caprese, drive turkey wrap, chicken sandwich, club sandwich, chicken salad sandwich. Then there's like sides of eggs, sides of sausage. don't know if this like a sit down place or like a order of the front place.
Betting order at the front place. Especially if there's like 8 locations around here. I don't see it as being like a full sit down place.
Yeah. There's these things called Nina cinnamon rolls that are made from waffles.
Called what cinnamon rolls?
They're made into waffles, Nina's.
Of Nana?
Made from scratch cinnamon rolls, waffled and topped with sweet icing.
Huh. So it's like cinnamon roll dough, but in a waffle
Yeah.
shape?
In 1 mile,
Sounds
take exit
amazing.
6B, 6AB on the right onto Interstate 40 west toward Nashville.
Lock store. Never heard of that.
There's a plane.
I guess we'll pass right by the airport again. Which kind of surprised me when we passed by before that we didn't see any planes coming in or leaving. But
Yeah, it's like I said, it's kind of a small airport.
if I mean, Nashville's decent size though, because they're only one, and you'd think there
It's
would be.
not here. I've flown out of it.
That's what?
I've flown out of
Well,
it.
I'm not disagreeing that it's not big. I just don't know how a city the size of Nashville only has one tiny airport.
It's like Birmingham. Birmingham only has one tiny airport.
Yeah.
Now take exit 6B, 6AB on the right. In 500 feet, take exit 6B on the left onto Interstate 40 west toward Nashville. Now take exit 6B on the left. In 1 mile, take exit 213A on the left onto Interstate 440 west toward Memphis.
So it's good that it didn't get itself stuck in a turn-only lane. It's all these couple 18-wheelers right here, and we're about to have to stay left to stay on 440. So it backed off just a hair to let these guys on ahead, so we can get out of this far right lane, which may be a turn-only in a minute. Looks like it's going to get over at least a couple lanes to make the left-hand exit. So now we're in the second from the left lane, which should be a fine spot to stay.
Like Atlanta.
Yeah. That's pretty good. I mean, this is kind of a congested intersection up here. And unfortunately, it looks like everyone is making the left onto 440 right now. Because the curve on the exit ramp is all red from stop traffic. But maybe that'll be good for the video to see all the stop and go traffic through this exit. We know we're getting off here, so I'm going to go ahead and expand that out so you can see the whole road. And here's where we just relax.
If everyone cares, I think I'm gonna get a Coco logo.
What's that?
What's that?
It's a mix of dark chocolate, coconut, and almond in coffee. That sounds good, doesn't it? They can get it with any kind of milk, hot or ice.
You can get iced.
Now take exit 213A on the left.
Don't give me a copyright strike, would you?
Looks like no one knew who that was last night. Oh my goodness, sorry.
I think that was more of a hurry move than I've seen yet.
Do? I'm glad I did see it.
Well, the lane that we're in was backed up like way back through the curve. This one started moving, so it got on over, came on up here, and then as soon as there was a gap big enough for the truck to fit in, it stuck itself back over here.
Look at all the birds on that pylon.
And there was a Cybertruck.
What?
There was a video I saw on YouTube, and it was like when birds are on power lines, it's like they're on a field trip or something, and they were doing voice to things like for the birds, and they were like, and there's this type of car, you know, like there is.
Yeah.
It's funny.
I was just say hi to Emily over here.
In 1,000 feet, take exit 53 on the right onto Interstate 440 east toward Memphis. Now take exit 50.
Just wanted to say hi before we left town.
We're filming a YouTube video. That's gonna sound really weird.
I think it's good for you. It's so much easier. That shop was speak today.
Heavy merge from right. I've never seen that sign before. What does that mean, heavy merge? Does it mean there's like a lot of people coming from the right usually?
Hey.
Just like a person put his left blinker got over to give room for the heavy mergers from the right.
David and Emily are in Clarendon, Texas. How far are they driving?
So for the people watching, we were at the For King and Country concert last night, right before the show started. I turned around and looked behind us, and I was like, that looks just like Glenn Beck, the radio host.
In 1 mile, take exit 5 on the right onto
But I wasn't
Interstate
100% sure
65 toward
because
Huntsville.
just,
Then take
you know, why would he be
Interstate
sitting behind us at a
65 south
concert?
on the left.
And I didn't want, it was right behind me, so I didn't want to turn around and stare too long. But then we noticed people from the crowd starting to notice and look, and some people were walking over and talking to him. And so at that point I knew that it was him. And for anybody that doesn't know, Glenn Beck is a pretty popular conservative radio host, and he's been on some of the conservative like news shows, stuff like on Fox and stuff like that. But anyway, the camera just jumped because my wife just punched it.
Sorry.
But anyway, so it was kind of cool. We talked to him just for a second. He was really nice, and he took a picture with us during intermission. That was kind of neat getting to see a quasi-celebrity at the show. And his daughter actually sang some opening Christmas carols before the main act came out, and we didn't know at that point that he even had a daughter or that she was a singer or anything like that, so another little surprise.
Now take the Interstate 65 south ramp on the left. In 500 feet, take the Interstate 65 south ramp on the left toward Huntsville.
We're merging on to 65 south now. Let's see, what's our timestamp? We've been driving for over 17 minutes from the hotel parking lot to this point, and I've not even adjusted the speed, which is different than before. At least now we're not in a place that we're real familiar with, so I'm curious when I get back to the house. I know exactly which roads I always have to adjust the speeds up on, but I'm hoping with these new speed profiles with version 13 that's maybe fixed. I've left it on hurry this whole time. There's been a couple places that it's been pretty assertive that I think maybe is because it's on hurry. When it first got onto that first highway, which I think is 551, I'm not real sure because we're not from around here, but it was showing the last speed limit sign as 55 and it was going 76. HOV lane.
81, is that no?
Running 81 on autopilot. Where it's speed limit 65. I'd say hurry is hurrying right now.
Put it down. Oh goodness.
I love this. I like going fast.
I mean,
None of you get pull over for going 15 or 10 or no 15 over. A reckless driving ticket?
if they want to be real picky about it, like I said, it's right at the 15-mile-an-hour mark. Yeah, there's a Red Bull car.
A Red Bull car?
Yeah, it's actually colored like Red Bull and it has a giant Red Bull can on
That's weird.
That's funny.
it. Seems like that would kind of hinder their wind resistance a little bit, having a giant can hanging off the top of it.
It's a goofy little car thing. Looks like a tiny little truck.
Question, is this legal? Like for Tesla to put the hurry with 15 miles over?
Well, it's not at a set amount over. It's designed to like kind of move with traffic. So we're on 65 south, like running 78 to 80 is not abnormal at all, and we got an HOV lane that's got nobody in it. So.
We're passing all the cars.
That's the point of the open HOV lane. It's an incentive to carpool. Or carpool. What's funny to me is that HOV counts as anything over one person.
Yeah, agree. I guess we're like convenience store.
Yeah, I guess normally if you're commuting, it's just one. It's just funny that the acronym is high occupancy vehicle. Like you'd be like toting a whole carpool load of people, but if you only have you and one other person, you're good. far though. I mean, it's not done anything
In 1 mile, keep
like
left to stay on
abrupt. Like there's not been any quick stops. There hasn't been any abrupt lane changes or like merges that we had to do too late. It's all been really smooth so far. Road trips not seeming to take as long when you've got FSD.
Now keep left to stay on Interstate
Would you hurry?
Well, no.
I
think part of it is just the novelty of like watching it do what it's doing. Because on one hand, it seems like, oh, you're not even doing anything. Like it'll be boring. What do you do with your hands? You're just kind of sitting here. But you are still engaged, like watching and kind of out of curiosity, like wonder what it's going to do in this situation, and then also just making sure that it's doing the safe thing and the right thing. But while you're engaged with all that and kind of looking around, you look down and it's like, oh, it's only 10 minutes left to get to where we're going. It was going to be about 30 when we left.
We already gained 2 minutes of our ETA because we're going.
Yeah, and it's hurrying. But it feels like hurry feels more like how people drive.
Yeah, it does.
Like before, and I haven't used standard all that much, but before, just on regular version 12 pre-speed profiles, it always felt, unless I bumped the speed up manually, it always felt a little slow, like people were passing, or it was like leaving a big enough gap where people were constantly wanting to come in and like cut in front of you.
Yeah.
And now like it's going. And it's kind of funny that it by itself, without changing anything, it's running 81.
No.
Oh, here's this weird tower in the daytime. Look at this thing.
Yeah, it's like
It gets really wide in the middle and then comes back up. It's kind of like the old rockets on the Looney Tunes cartoons that Marvin the Martian
yeah.
rode in, which is like this big pyramid.
I wish it was like that.
I don't know. There's not even, like, it doesn't have a lot of instruments on it. You know, some of those big towers have like the big, 5G things, like the cell tower stuff. It's just a straight tower.
That's so weird. Some of just the anchors.
Yeah. It's kind of crazy. But I guess that allows you, instead of, like the straight radio towers that are kind of narrow, that just go super high straight up, they've got like 3 or 4 or 5 different sets of guy wires, going up, because I guess it's got to support everything. But the way that one's shaped, I guess it supports its own weight better because of the triangles, and so they just have to support it with one big set of guy wires all the way around that middle section. That may be one reason. Seven minutes to destination. Still no touches yet. Morning traffic. Multiple interstates. A little bit of around town to get to the interstate. We'll be exiting in 3 miles. So we'll have just a little bit of smaller road off the interstate before we get there. And we'll see, 2.5 miles from now, we're going to have to get over all the way from the left to the right. So we'll get to see how Hurry handles all the lane changes. see if Lisa will watch or not.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
I think you should. It's pretty neat watching her.
I don't know.
Traffic's still flowing pretty good right here. We're only dropped down to 70 now, but everything's not bumper to bumper, so it should be pretty easy for it to make its way over. We got a mile and a half now. Looks like it is going to, well, yeah, it's already got its blinker on, but it's going to go ahead and overtake this 18-wheeler first. It shows you the red on the side when there is a blockage over there.
Exit 67 on the right toward McEwen Drive.
Now it's merging over one, leaving the blinker on, merging over two, doing a legal stop between changes. Or not a stop, but a pause in the lane, so it's not doing multiple changes in one move.
Alright, so now one man face once.
There's McEwen Drive, next exit. So that was flawless. Now we got cars merging in from the left. We're going to go to the right.
Now take exit 67 on the right.
Perfect.
In 1,000 feet, turn right onto West McEwen Drive.
Now we got 2 minutes to our
Now turn
destination.
right onto West McEwen Drive.
I think this coffee shop / cafe is on this road. Maybe it is. Now we got one more right and then a left, and then it's just a couple blocks. I guess when Jeff sent it to us, it just said McEwen, but maybe McEwen is the name of this area.
In 500 feet, turn right onto Mallory Lane. Now turn right onto Mallory Lane.
So now our counter's up to 29 minutes and 41 seconds. Still no touches of any kind, including speed adjustments.
In 500 feet, turn left onto Spring Creek Drive. Now turn left onto Spring Creek Drive.
We got a green, some cross traffic. Just gonna have to decide when the gap's big enough for it to go. I would go after this car here.
It is good.
We can go. We got one more stop sign and then a left. And then over there.
In 500 feet, turn left.
cute little area.
Yeah, I don't know if we're gonna
Now
be
turn left.
going into this little parking garage over here, or
Where are you going?
FedEx truck stopped, just going around them.
Wow, it didn't hesitate.
Yeah, because it wants to go in here, I think. That's pretty cool.
Wow. It's a Tesla.
Now you have
Yep.
arrived at your destination.
No.
Let's see.
Oh, it,
So it's telling us we're here. So I'm gonna disengage. We gotta find a parallel spot, probably somewhere over here.